देख रहे हैं रिएक्शन चेक. सलाम नमस्ते, thank you so much for clicking on this video. As always, welcome to Reaction Check. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया इस वीडियो पे क्लिक करने का. If you're here for the first time, I upload content almost every day, and today we're going to do a movie trailer review. Now, this review or this trailer has been requested since I did a teaser of this movie called Saaho, and I asked you guys in the comment section, what does Saaho mean? Because I have no idea what Saaho means. And some of you said Zindabad, some of you said Jai Ho, some of you said a lot of things. Maybe I'll put the link to that teaser here. Maybe you can take a look at that, where I talk a little bit about the teaser and how the movie looks like. And then maybe you can come back to this video, and most probably this video will make much more sense. But if you don't want to do that, let's talk a little bit about this trailer and what we have in this one. Now, I think that movies in India are a big business. It's a huge business. And recently I was listening to an interview of Sharadha, and he said that Bollywood is a unique entity where people are making movies. India itself is making unique movies that are catered to the audience which is within India. Now, you've got 41% of the population that speaks Hindi that watches Bollywood films, but the remaining population is comprising of the South Indian films which actually watch, and of course there are Eastern languages as well, but most of the people that live in the South watch these movies like Saaho, 2.0, Robot, you've got Bahubali, and they're all dubbed in different languages: Telugu, Malayali, Tamil, and all these languages that are spoken in the South caters to a wide range of audience, and everyone has a very unique. Now, what I also found out that Telugu films are very thought-provoking films. They're very different. They don't have like large action sequences, but Tamil films tend to have that. That's the style of films that you actually see. You mostly see Rajnikant in movies where he's shooting a lot of people with one punch, like 5 people are going up in the air. That sort of trend has evolved. The Tamil films, they tend to make the South Indian films, they tend to make movies which are larger than life. The action sequences have become larger, and if you watch a movie called Bahubali, in Bahubali you get to see a lot of different things that are happening in the movie, and it's a large production. I've watched both films. To be very honest, I watched the movies because a lot of people recommend it. It was not recommended to me via YouTube, because that was not the type of movies that I was watching at that very time. But when I watched the movies, I sort of got a sense of like how large scale these people are willing to go, and the production value and everything is really great. Now, for this movie Saaho, what you see is it's a movie made in a budget of about 300 crores. And has been shot in Austria, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Abu Dhabi, Romania, and other parts of Europe. And most of its budget has been spent on shooting movies or shooting action sequences in these different places. Now, there's an action sequence that happens near Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Now, they've spent a lot of money on that, and the main actor Prabhas, he got some scuba diving training, and he also went some weight training and some cardiovascular training, and they spent about 25 crores from the budget that was spent on Prabhas rigorous training. So a lot of money has been spent. Sharadha Kapoor has also done some action sequences in this movie, but alongside these two, Prabhas and Sharadha Kapoor, you get to see Arjun Vijay, Jackie Shroff, nitin, mukesh, and mandira, bedi. nitin, mukesh is playing the antagonist role, and along with him we have Mandira Bedi that is playing an out-and-out a negative role in this particular movie. By the way, she's very pretty. But when it comes to action, you need to have someone who can choreograph that action. So they brought in an international action choreographer that will shoot all the stunts and will help them with all these things. And all in all, you get to see that this movie has a lot of strength, has a lot of character that you can see from the description of everything that is available online. It was also compared, the poster, when the first poster came out, it was compared to Blade Runner 2049, and a lot of people said, it's a copy and stuff like that. That happened back in 2018 and 2017 when the first poster came out, and the movie teaser was released on the same day when Bahubali was actually released. The movie was released in cinema. This Saaho will be released on in normal cinemas and also on IMAX. So if it's being released on IMAX, then you can see the scale of the production, the kind of cameras they've used, and the kind of VFX that I saw in the teaser. They were all pretty interesting. It's time to watch the trailer and see what we have. The teaser itself teased us a little bit, but we did not get to see a lot. It was mostly action sequences. Let's take a look at this this particular trailer and see what we have in this one.
पिछले हफ्ते मुंबई में 2000 करोड़ की चोरी हुई है। सूत्रों के अनुसार पुलिस के पास अभी तक कोई लीड्स नहीं है।
We should be ashamed of ourselves.
तब से ये केस एक अंडरकवर पुलिस ऑफिसर हैंडल करेगा।
कौन सर?
वो किसी भी फील गुड फिल्म से पहले आने वाले स्मोकिंग एड की तरह सर। कंटेंट सही होता है लेकिन विजुअल्स बहुत डिस्टर्बिंग होते हैं।
अमृता नायर, क्राइम ब्रांच।
उसका अगला प्लान क्या होगा?
तुमने वाजी सिटी के बारे में तो सुना ही होगा, जहां क्राइम और गैंगस्टर्स का राज चलता है। वहां एक इंपॉर्टेंट लॉकर है।
इसकी सिर्फ एक चाबी है,
द ब्लैक बॉक्स।
वो अगर हमें मिल जाए तो
I'll be a freaking billionaire.
What is that?
Well and ज़्यादा हो गया. You know something like
रोमांस?
रोमांस में.
Baby, won't you tell me, oh tell me, oh tell me. Baby, won't you tell me so. Baby, won't you tell me, oh tell me.
हमारा रिश्ता दिन और रात जैसा है। दोनों एक दूसरे के मोहताज हैं और एक साथ रह भी नहीं सकते।
इसे कहते हैं मास्टर स्ट्रोक, सिक्सर।
गली क्रिकेट में तो सब तेंदुलकर है. असली टैलेंट वो होता है जो भरे मैदान के बाहर सिक्सर मार सके.
The hunt is on, your name is clear, my prey you're becoming. Bang, bang, I'm in motion.
What is in this
कोई फायदा
movie?
नहीं, क्योंकि सब यहाँ है।
Acha, first of all, when you watch the movie trailer, you get to see a lot of things that are happening in the movie. It's an action film. It revolves around an undercover cop that is trying to uncover some things. But when you look at these movies, and when you look at the current movies that are being made in India, both for South India and the North Indian population, you get to see a sense of like they are going really large scale production. Now that not only appeals to the Indian audience, but they will also be appealing to an audience which is outside. Like if you watch these movies coming out of China, which are like action-packed films from Hong Kong, these are the movies that are watched all over the place. People have a certain taste for those action movies or the kind of the martial art movies that were really famous a while ago. But there's still a market for that. But with these movies, you are not only showing people how big you can shoot, but how stylistically you can shoot. It may not appeal to a lot of people because some of the action sequences nowadays, people are making movies which are very realistic. And the action sequences that you get in the movies, especially in the South Indian films, they are over the top. When one guy punches and then 10 guys flying in the air. This doesn't even happen in the action superhero movies that are coming out of Marvel Studios. In the last few years, we've seen a lot of movies that are being done that way. But these movies have a following. These movies have a certain kind of people that watch these movies who are in action films, and these heroes are very, very real. These are like natural, like people who like you and me who are watching these videos. but at the same time they're trying to tell people that there's a lot more possible when it comes to cinema and when it comes to movies. And I think that's the reason it excites a lot of people. It excites me watching this movie. Now, in the trailer of the film, you get to see a lot of dialogues where he says कि क्रिकेट के गली क्रिकेट में तो हर कोई तेंदुलकर होता है, बट असली खिलाड़ी वो है जो बड़े मैदान में छक्का मारे और स्टेडियम से बाहर करते हैं. Those are cheesy dialogues that you get to see. They get to hear in these movies. उसके साथ एक building demolition का भी scene है जो building demolish हो रही है. That takes a lot of VFX. And they're putting in their time to do all these things. But there was one thing, like Chunky Pandey is also like playing a very different character with his haircut and दाढ़ी बढ़ाई हुई है उन्होंने. So Mahesh Manjrekar's there, Jackie Shroff was there, nitin, mukesh, mandira, bedi. They're all playing these roles, and I've seen them in different movies doing different roles. But at the same time, I got to see like some slow-mo shots that remind you of the movie called 300, where there were a lot of slow-mo shot people going like whoa. But there was this one scene where you get to see the characters are using these flying machines sort of things that were happening in the movie. So that reminds me of a Marvel film, but they're trying to put everything in this one movie. But there's this one book that I read which said how to be unique or how to be creative by a guy called Austin Kleon. So the book revolves around this thing called being creative and being yourself, and he talks a lot about the previous artists who try to mimic their idols and try to put a lot of different things into one painting and one poem or one music piece, and then they come up with something unique. They create a style of their own. With South Indian films, when you see a lot of these things happening, it doesn't happen in all the movies, but some of the movies you do see this happening. So what it does is it creates a sort of a style, and also when you practice all these things, you end up creating a unique style, and you get to learn all these things. This is a learning phase for all the movies, but overall this trailer looks amazing. Now, to be very honest, I want to watch this film because the hype that has been created for this film and the kind of trailers that are coming out. It has been shot in some 3 languages: Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu simultaneously. So one dialogue in Tamil, I believe this is how it worked. So I'm curious to see this. Prabhas is taking advantage of the previous movie's success, Bahubali, and creating a bigger film. I'm looking forward to this because this has a very good mix of all the things that you want to watch in a film. So it's very unique to India, but at the same time it appeals to a wider audience around the world. I think a lot of people are just going to watch it. If people have seen Bahubali, they just promote this film by saying that Prabhas is in the movie who was starring in Bahubali. I think a lot of people are going to watch it and it's going to make a lot of money. Thank you so much for watching this trailer with me. If you've enjoyed this trailer and the review and discussion about this film, I've got some other videos similar to this one. You will see them on the side somewhere here and there. And also you can subscribe to the channel. Make sure to press the bell icon. Until next time, until next video, take very good care of yourself. Salam, tada, goodbye, and adios.